At this time in my life, my daughter was the most important thing to me. Hi, my name is Brittney. I found myself in a very scary situation a couple of years ago. I left my ex just days before giving birth and actually went into labor at the police department while filing charges. After having my daughter, I didn't know what to do or where to go. I was scared. There were so many unknowns and I didn't know where to start to protect myself and my daughter. At this time in my life, my daughter was the most important thing to me. Here I was with a brand new baby. I left my own home that I owned to live with my parents until we could get things figured out, and I lived in fear for months. Instead of bonding with my child like I should have, I was cooped up in my house, my parents' house, unwilling to go into public because of the fear that I was under. I knew that I was going to have to take legal steps and really didn't know where to start. My first start was gaining a protective order through the local resource and crisis center, and from there I started researching attorneys and had actually met with 2 other attorneys before I had found Shari's law firm and had done some research and found that I really wanted to sit down with her and talk to her more about my case. I had retained an attorney who right off the bat I could just tell that it wasn't going to be a good fit for me. She was asking me to compromise on a lot of things that I didn't feel very comfortable with, or that I should be compromising on this early on in the case. From there, I knew that I wanted to find somebody local in Galveston County and found Shari's firm, did some more research on her AVO ratings and found that her ratings were by far the best in the county. When I first met Shari, she actually summed up the type of person that we would be up against within the first 5 minutes, and really was able to define the type of personality that I wasn't able to define all along. So it really gave me clarity on the type of person that my ex was, that I would really do more research about this personality disorder, and she was really just black and white with me. She, broke things down for me and took the emotion out of it, because I was very emotional. I was desperate and I wanted things now. And she, had me realize that this is going to take time. This is going to be a process. Shari asked for my trust in her, that if I was going to retain her as my attorney, that I would have to trust her through the process and know that it wouldn't be on my timeline, but the timeline that we would have to do in order to gain what we wanted. Shari asked me to listen, and I did, and it worked. I had to learn a lot through the process. Shari was able to really break things down for me. The great thing about Shari is her team as well. Chris was absolutely instrumental in just helping me understand more of the processes, the timeline, kind of what everything entailed to make this a successful journey. Okay, so our first court hearing, we went in and she said, "What do you want?" And I said, "I want him gone." And she said, "Okay, I'll be right back." In the beginning, I felt completely hopeless. But now today, I'm happy to say that I'm a proud single mom of a 3-year-old daughter. We live in a beautiful home by ourselves. She is thriving and so very smart. I have an amazing career. I'm able to provide for her and do some just amazing things for us. And I could not thank Shari Goldsberry and her team enough. Looking back, I remember how dark of a time that was. But now, moving forward, I see that there is life after a custody battle. And I have an amazing daughter. I have full custody. I have a great career that's able to provide for both of us. And I could not thank Shari Goldsberry and her team enough for that. They defended me. They did what was just and what was right for me and my daughter. Shari fought for me. She fought for my daughter, and she fought for what was right.